Hello, Good Shepherd and Saints Francis and St. John. I'm Deacon Mike Lynch with Good Shepherd Catholic Church. This week we prepare for the 19th Sunday in Ordinary Time. A reading from the Gospel according to Matthew. After he had fed the people, Jesus made the disciples get into a boat and precede him to the other side, while he dismissed the crowds. After doing so, he went up on the mountain by himself to pray. When it was evening, he was there alone. Meanwhile, the boat, already a few miles offshore, was being tossed about by waves, for the wind was against it. During the fourth watch of the night, he came toward them, walking on the sea. When the disciples saw him walking on the sea, they were terrified. "It is a ghost," they said. They cried out in fear. At once Jesus spoke to them, "Take courage, it is I. Do not be afraid." Peter said to him in reply, "Lord, if it is you, command me to come to you on the water." He said, "Come." Peter got out of the boat and began to walk on the water toward Jesus. But when he saw how strong the wind was, he became frightened and began to sink. He cried out, "Lord, save me." Immediately Jesus stretched out his hand and caught Peter and said to him, "Oh, you of little faith, why did you doubt?" After they got into the boat, the wind died down. Those who were in the boat did him homage, saying, "Truly, you are the Son of God." This famous story of Jesus walking on the waters of the Sea of Galilee shows up in 3 of the Gospels, Matthew's, Mark's, and John's. But only Matthew's account includes Peter stepping out of the boat to walk with Jesus on the water. And of course, sinking when he realizes how strong the wind is. The lesson in Matthew's version is pretty clear, as Jesus says, "Oh, you of little faith, why did you doubt?" Clearly, this is a story about having faith in Jesus, and some of the details of the story apply to our faith journey too. The story says the boat the disciples were in was being tossed about by the waves, for the wind was against it. Have you ever felt that way? Have you ever felt that events around you and out of your control were tossing you around, and that life was against you, like the wind against that boat? Well, notice in the story that when Jesus caught Peter by the hand and they got into the boat together, the wind died down. With Jesus in the boat, things were so much better. Call on the Lord in your troubles and your distress. Ask him into the boat of your life and trust that he is willing to help you too. Here's a family activity to consider in light of this gospel story. With your family, talk about the miraculous act of Peter being able to momentarily walk on the sea. Yet when he sees the strength of the storm, his faith is lacking. First, talk about the times when you have had faith in Jesus' presence. But what are the limits of your faith, and how can you grow in the trust of God? God bless, and see you at Mass.